Alright guys, today we'll be playing Meadow on Zombie Defense .22s. This is probably one of the easiest maps or one of the hardest, depending on if you like building walls or not, because the trees are kind of lacking in this map, and the ores are, especially the ores, they are close to non-existence. So you should not even try to look for any ores. But the farm though, the farm is super good. So you always want to try to make as much farm as possible here. I would recommend 12 to 16 here again, but I would recommend 16 this time. So this one, you start with sheep and you kill your sheep instantly, because the farm on this map, it's the farm speed is maxed out, meaning you can probably get a lot of good farms or get a lot of wheat with very little farms. So the ratio for this map, for in terms of gather and the farms you have, I would recommend it's 3 to 2. So every 3 farms you make 2 gatherers at least. And we are not going to go irrigation here, even though irrigation might make it even faster to where the ratio becomes 10 to 9 instead of like 3 to 2. But even then, that means you would have to compensate because of the massive walls that you're gonna build, especially other players. I got a nice little lines of trees. I only have to build 2 big entrances, but for others, they might have to, you know, build their entire base filled with walls, basically. So that's not a good thing to have, nor is it ideal. So I wouldn't recommend getting auto repair if you're solo in the map of Meadow. Alright, so around 1 minute, it's when you should start walling. Have around 1 to 2 peasants to start the walling process.
Job's done. Job's done. What? Off I go then. Alright. What is it? Yes, my lord. Job's done. More work. Job's done. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. What is it? Yes, my lord. Job's done. Right. Ready to work. Job's done. Right. Job's done. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Off I go
Now,
then.
I'm not too sure how I'm going to predict the outcome of this game. Mainly it's because I'm building rather close to Tio, which means that a lot of his zombies might get to my wall before it reaches to his. Since this is a spawn point, you might try to go to him and it comes to my wall instead. So the things that I'm gonna be doing to ensure the success of this game might not be entirely accurate in comparison to how you would play solo by yourself. But definitely go as many farms as you can in this game, because farms are really nice.
Town is under siege. Job's done. Job's done. Righto. What is it? Ready to work. Off I go then. Lord. What? Righto. Yes, my lord. Job's done. What? Our allies' town is under siege. Our
Yeah, you see, all his zombies are gonna go towards me just because the way he designed, he placed down his base. Should I kick him? I probably shouldn't. He's gonna fall in no time, but he might take me down with him, and I'm trying to do my best to prevent that. Although I could say the same about the practicality of how you guys play the game as well, since you guys might run into situations like these, and maybe it'll be a good opportunity for me to show you how to handle it when you're taking somebody else's zombies. I'm gonna take off the rain here, so you guys have a better idea what's going on. Just this map and this map alone, you would want more gatherers than you usually would get. So I would get 12 gatherers with 16 farms. Maybe even more, depending, because I have, what? I have 11 gatherers right now, and it still looks like I have a lot of wheat left to pick on. So we're gonna try to get tier 2 as soon as we can. Do a little wall replacement. And we're gonna try to get more wood, because it could only help. Okay. So the healer is here. We're gonna have to start stacking more turrets to try to take it down ASAP before it stacks up on us. So you see how it's really hard to deal with? Even with 5 turrets shooting at it, it's barely just going down. Like, come on. Alright, there we go. Right, now we're gonna wait for tier 3. And we're not going to get market that early because it does us it doesn't do us any service, or there's no point of getting them, because the amount of gold and wood you're getting, it's kind of proportional right now. Jesus. Okay, this guy doesn't really, he's new, so I can't really blame him. But this is what you should have avoided. With a small base like this, it's not going to help you win the game. I know it might seem like it's a viable option early on, because he's killing all the zombies right now as fast as they spawn. But as the game go on, it'll become gradually harder and harder for him to win the game like this way.
What is it? Our allied town is under siege. Job done. Yes, my lord. Job done. Right now. Job done. Yes, my lord. Job done. Job done. Off I go then. Job done. Is under siege. Job done. Our allied town is under
Okay,
siege.
so my plan is to build the house
Job done. Yes, my lord. Job done.
on the right side.
Job done.
Although it will be helpful if you position your town hall to where it's away from the graveyard in the beginning. Okay, now might be a good time to get market.
Right, what is it? More work? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. What? What? Our town is under siege. Job done. Allied town is under siege. More work? Job done. Upgrade complete. What is it? Yes, my lord. Off I go then. More work? Job done. Town is under siege.
So you're pretty much just spending, excuse me, the rest of 2 or 3 minutes just on housing, just building houses. Since we have a fair size for our base compared to other players, we don't need to do the space saving strategy that we normally that I taught you guys how to do in, I believe that's a sunken map. So I won't be showing you guys how to do it here.
Yes, my lord. Right, job done. More work.
As you can see, I am taking a lot more zombies than kills based on the kill count on the top right here.
Job done. What? Job done.
But that's okay. We can handle it.
More lumber is our allied town is under siege. What is it? Our town is under siege. Job done. Right. What is it? Yes, my lord. Upgrade complete. Job done. Upgrade complete. Our allied town is under siege. Job done. Right. Job done. What is it? Job done. I go then. Our town is under siege. Under attack. What? More work. What? More lumber is required. Our allied town is under siege. All right. More work. Job done. Yes, my lord. Upgrade complete. Right. Our town is under siege. What? Upgrade complete. Our allied town is under siege. Go then. What is it? Right. Job done. Upgrade complete. Our town is under siege. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Our allied town is under siege.
But if he does something silly, however, like coming to our base after his has fallen, we will have to get rid of him. Right now I'm just waiting for tier 4.
What is it? What is it? Our town is under siege. More work.
Okay, the zombies are here. I mean the air units.
Our allied town is under siege. What? More work. Yes, my lord. What is it? Off I go then. More work.
Kinda do need the wood.
What? What is it? Our town is under
Okay.
siege. Our allied town is under siege.
Go back to work,
Yes,
guys.
my lord. What? Yes, my lord. All right. More work. What is it? What? Yes, my lord. More lumber. Our town is under siege. Lumber. Our allied town is under siege. More work. More lumber. What is it? Required. Yes, my lord. What is it? More lumber is required. Our town is under siege. More lumber is under siege. More work. What? What is it? More work. What? Yes, my lord. More lumber.
Okay, I'm gonna get cement.
Yes, my lord.
And upgrade these turrets.
Job done. All work. What is it? All right. Yes, me lord. Upgrade complete. All right. All work. Job done. Upgrade complete. Job done.
Okay, it's getting a little scary because of Teal's collapse. Kind of have to be careful here. Got our defense contractor. So nothing has changed. Still, you would want at least one ballista on all the corners of the base that you're defending, so that when there's a lot of mobs that do get near your walls, they generally want to start attacking you on the corners of it. So as you can see, it's kind of predictable, just exactly where they would attack you from. Not sure why, but it seems like they only do the region early on, but they don't region later in the game. I might have to look into that. Yeah, on this first wave, they definitely use the healing mechanism that they do have. But after the first wave, they stopped doing that for whatever reason. So because we have our neighbor here, we're kind of taking on the zombies for him. We would have to get more defense as we usually would. Ideally, that shouldn't happen on the regular. I think we might get healthcare just in case, and maybe, yeah, we'll get that as well. Just in case. We can maneuver our peasants. Normally when your peasants are repairing, try to have them patrol around as well. Because you don't want them to repair, let's say like here, and then they'll jump here, and later this wall gets damaged, they'll jump and jump until they're no longer here anymore. So you don't want that to happen, definitely. Okay. I think we need more repairs here to secure or to ensure our success. Kind of have to make sure that we don't die because of that reason. And just do this. Should be fine. Normally we don't need that many turrets. But we are taking 2 players monsters here, so I have to be extra careful. Oh gee, I hope his zombies don't come to my way that soon, because I don't know if I'll be able to handle that. that's gonna be a problem. Looks like his zombies are coming my way, so we'll have to prepare for that. Okay, he did get defeated, so that means all of his zombies are now dead.
What is it? Our allied town is under siege. Yes, my lord. Our town is under siege. Job done. Job done. Our allied town is under siege. More work. Job done. What is it? What? More work. Yes, my lord. Job done. Job done. Job done. Job done. More work. Under siege.
Okay, since he's coming towards my way, I need to start preparing for the massive wave crash that's about to happen, so I'll need to get artillery before he arrives.
Job done. More work. Yes, we will do. Yes, our allied town is under siege. Job done. Our town is under siege. Job done. Job done. Job done.
Now, in the early game, I cannot take anybody's refuge, but in the late game, if someone is defending their base up until like 5 minutes, it is possible to take somebody into consideration and give them a space to survive.
Job done. What? Our town is under siege. Job done. 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 What is it? Job done. Our town is under siege. More work. Job done. What? Yes, we know. Job done. Job done. What is it? Job done. Job done. Job done. Our town is under siege. Job done. Our forces are under attack. Job done. Ready to work. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Our town is under siege. Upgrade complete. Our forces are under attack. Job done. 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 Our town is under siege. Job done.
Okay, looks like everything's under control.
Easy. Job done. Yes, my lord. Job done. Job done. Job done. Job done. Job done. Job done. Our town is under siege. Yes, my lord. Job done. Job done. Job done. Job done. Our town is under siege. Job done. Job done.
Oh. Man, if that would have got in, it's gonna be bad time for us. I'm gonna start making walls here. Even if they do get in, we have a good chance of defending for ourselves. We should have enough artillery to handle this.
Our town is under siege. Job done. Ready to work. Job done. Job done. Job done. Job done. Ready to work. Job done. Job done. Our town is under siege. Job done. Ready to work. Job done. I can't build that. Ready to work. Job done. Job done. Our town is under siege. Done. Job done. Ready to job done. Job done. Job done. Done. Job done. Job done. Job done.
Okay, I'm gonna start producing gunners.
I can't build that. What?
Alright, because we're gonna have two people's bosses over here. I'm gonna start preparing ahead of time to ensure if everything goes wrong, we will still be guaranteed to win by making brick blocks inside our base. Here's the boss. One blocks down. Alright, so if you do everything correctly and in a timely manner, it should be one of the easiest probably maps that you ever played, because it has maximum lead spawn rate. Alright, that concludes Meadow. Not too many tips for you guys in the end of the game. Just, you know, whatever I did, kind of replicate that however you can. And just, you know, in-game factories and houses, make sure to get a lot of those, because they can only help your economy. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.